We are going to be spending a lot of time talking this coming week about a topic that social media doesn't usually like people to talk about. So instead of calling it what it is, we're going to call it wrestling. A lot of people in the church are struggling with watching wrestling. And wrestling is something that is nearly impossible to avoid in this day and age. You have a computer in your pocket, and you can open up a website and access free wrestling content anywhere. It's something that people are getting exposed to at a very, very young age. If you are a person of dating age, there is a good chance that you have had some exposure to wrestling in the past. There's also a decent chance that you may have experienced some addiction to wrestling content. And the reasons why people get addicted to wrestling are so complicated and complex, and there's a lot of research and data about this. It's about using that gratification and all the great neurotransmitters that it creates to solve a different problem in your life, which might be a source of emotional pain or distress or discomfort. But ultimately, that doesn't fix the problem. We're going to be having some really frank conversations about this. We'll be calling it what it is. We won't be talking about wrestling. Once again, if you're confused, we're not talking about actual wrestling. You can watch that if you want to. If you are not a person who has been exposed to wrestling and you feel really nervous about potentially dating someone who has, I want to encourage you to take some time as we talk about this to develop an outlook of compassion, not leniency, but an understanding that wrestling is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's playing on all of the structures of our brain and bodies that the Lord designed and manipulating them to get people into an addiction that is very, very challenging to get away from. If you are someone who has struggled with wrestling, you're not alone, and it's not something that you have to try to solve by yourself. And you really need a community of support to come alongside you and help. And we hope that we can point you to some great resources. I'm going to tag some in this video if you want to go check them out. And we're excited to start opening up this conversation. It's going to be interesting. So stay tuned.